Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Grove City Hockey. We are about to go live here with the first matchup of the day. The hometown Grove City Thunderbirds will be taking on the Buffalo Fusion. Thank you very much for joining in on this Sunday morning, January 15th in Grove City at the Grove City YMCA for the first game of the Pittsburgh 1 tournament for MIHA action. Working from left to right in the black with the yellow trim will be the Buffalo Fusion, and then in the gold and black will be the Grove City Thunderbirds. Puck down, and we're underway. Quick start and miss shot by number 4, Charlie Rozakowski. And now possession to be taken by Cam Zahn. Overseeing his options. He gets it to his brother Jesse, who looks to cut it to the net, feeds one in front, gets some help from his brother, misses wide. Now going to sit up behind the net was Isaacs, and he works it across. Trying to feed it in front was Cam. He was able to get a pickpocket, feeds it up to the boards to his brother. Good start here for the hometown team. Gets it to Brian Bird, looking for a redirect, gets a shot off. And trying to put it back in is Brian Bird. He's getting harassed by Rozakowski. Slow start to the morning here. Both teams in this cold winter day getting in. Buffalo just a little bit late, had to get from the hotel room to get played. Your goalie, Jeremy Burton, number 56 in net. He was the only one here for about the first 15 minutes and probably didn't get the shots and warm-ups that he was looking for. Starting in net for the Thunderbirds will be Alex New. Hannah through the neutral zone. Comes in, gets it on his backhand. Looking for a feed in front. He's going to circle it back up. Works it across for Jim Shipley. The veteran presence on this Thunderbirds team. And now taken the other way by Jacob Plew. Right-handed shot, feeds it across. Trying to get it in, and Alex New will cover it up for a face-off. Coming up on the 12-minute marker of this first period, still scoreless. And the face-off will be to the right of New. Jam-packed day, one of the shorter tournaments of the year. Last game starting at 4:20 today. Nate Fell trying to put it between the legs. Now working it across and trying to get it out. It went cross-rank feed, but came right back to Fell. Trying to get a shot off, and it's going to be touched up for a tripping call. It'll be number 14, Ryan Miller, the guilty party. Coming up after this game, we'll have Indy Inline taking on the other hometown team, the Pittsburgh Shockwave. Shockwave and Thunderbirds played yesterday, 6-4 victory for the Shockwave, their first win of the season. Had their full roster to use. Sometimes can be an issue. Traveling out, and this goes for every team. It's not just a Shockwave, but trying to get your full gambit of players to each weekend. DeBicro now on the power play through the neutral zone. Drops it off to Bird. Bird shot on nets. Burton with the save, and it's going to get cleared all the way back down to the Thunderbird zone. DeBicro will retrieve it and now start up the power play again. Only about 40 seconds have gone through this power play opportunity. Overseeing his options is DeBicro, and he's going to work it around. Works it back to Zahn, trying to get it to his brother. DeBicro is going to pick up the loose puck. Almost gets swatted out and worked back up. Cam with the shot missing wide. Trying to get some support and keep it in, and he does, is Cam. He's going to stop up. Reversing it. Shot on, trying to stuff it home. Couple of hits and whacks in front. About 20 seconds have gone by. Going to be another penalty. There's actually coincidental penalties here, both for roughing. It'll be number 19, Jacob Plew. And I believe that is number 99, Cam Zahn. As there was a little push on DeBicro as he was reaching for the puck. He was on the ground, a little shove to the head. Cam came to his defense, gave a cross check on Plew, so both go off. So they'll be even on the drop here, just under 9 minutes in the first period. Still scoreless, both teams early in this game. Shot on by Schwarr. Hits the glove hand, trying to keep it in. Was Hannah, could not get some help from Schwarr. Now trying to work it up. 3-on-2. Gets it over to Hannah, and he loses it at the very last second. Now a little reverse going for Gracie. Couldn't connect. Gracie's going to reach back with it with Walters. Walters trying to work up. Gets it across. Off the boards, just past a couple of sticks. Poked in by Crummer through the neutral zone, but couldn't get into the offensive zone. Shot high and wide off the glass. Trying to keep it in was Roskowski. Crummer gets it to Hannah. Hannah with the shot. And he shoots, he scores! Beating Burton glove side for the first tally of the game and the first tally of the Sunday playoff championship action. Even strength goal from Hannah, assisted by Ben Crummer, number 71. Face off 1 forward, trying to push forward was DeBicro. He got shoved off. And now dump back in. It's going to come to Burton. And covered up. Coming up on the 7-minute marker here. Still haven't yet put the goal on the board. Eventually they will. McGowan trying to keep it in, settled down by Fell. Now taken away by the Fusion, trying to get it out. Toe drag maneuver there by Miller. Now looking for a stretch pass through the neutral zone, goes wide off the back blade of McGowan, now shoving it towards New and goes into the corner. Good save there. McGowan looking for a feed to Fell. Fell 1-on-1. He shoots and misses high and wide. Trying to keep it in with Shipley. He dumps it back down in. No one there. So possession will go with the Fusion. Now trying to get it to Rozakowski. Pinched in by McGowan. Trying to keep it in. He does. Help from Fell. Back and forth action now for the Fusion. Struggling to get it out of their zone. DeBicro now on the forecheck with Fell. Puck floating in the air, goes into the far corner to be picked up by McGowan. Pressure there by Plew. And now racing towards it was Gruzkowski. He's going to hold on to it, works it across. Hits off the skate of Miller, and he now carries it through the neutral zone. 2-on-2. Shot hits off a skate and goes into the corner. Bouncing off the boards to DeBicro. He's going to skate in. DeBicro 1-on-1. He shoots in and goes into the chest of Burton. Legs starting to work up now. Both teams have played almost 10 minutes here in the first period. It's a chilly day here in Grove City, and obviously first game in the morning can be a little bit hard to get the legs underneath you. Face off 1 by Zahn. Jesse gets it to Crummer. Crummer works it down low. And Cam now holding on to it. Very tough angle shot from below the dot. Hustling back was Jesse. Now a fight for it. Gracie was able to get it out. Plew dumps it back down. Holding on to it is Isaacs, who works it all the way in. Quick shot, just didn't get enough power on it. Schwarr tries to get it out of the zone. He can't. Now, both the Zons and Schwarr on it. Looking for a cross crease feed and just pushed wide. Works up top to Crummert, to Schwarr. He winds up for a slap shot. That's loose in front. Another pickpocket. This time by Cam. Crummer works it across, shot, and that rings off the post and wide. Trying to get out, and Crummer, more offensive zone time, works it across, and looking for a redirection play, couldn't. Back and forth at the point they go. Shore whiffs on the shots, and now go in the opposite direction. Rizkowski, 1-on-2. Shot blocked in the lane, and now an opposite feed chance. A good shot block by Plew. And then he shoots it wide, a little bit of a knuckle puck, just didn't settle it down. 2-on-1 and overskated by Bird, and now 1-on-0 opportunity, shot off of the blocker of New. 3:30 remaining. Coming up through here, number 15 gets poked away. I believe that is Mans. Still missing a couple people here. I believe that's Mitchell Smith, who's sitting on the bench for the Fusion. He played yesterday, but I don't see him dressed today. Shot that's off the glass. Walter's going to settle it down, gets it back to McGowan. Sits up behind his own net. Going to be forced out by Rizkowski, who works up to Shipley. And turnover there. 1-on-0 opportunity. And a backhand feed just misses way wide into the netting and out of play. Opportune time for a turnover for the Fusion, because that didn't touch a stick that of a Thunderbird player that will be at center. Just a clean shot opportunity that went into the netting. If touched by a stick of the Thunderbird player, it would have been in the offensive zone for the Fusion, but that is not the case. Racing after it is Isaacs, pressured there by Walters, gets it to Rizkowski with the reversal on the near boards. Good pressure there by Hannah, forcing the issue. Shot into the legs of New. Pressure continuing for the Fusion. Hitting a couple of legs. And now settled down by Shipley to McGowan. Gets it up to Walters. He's going to skate it on in. He's got Hannah with him. Walters with a shot. Rebound in front. Burton fighting that off. Hit him right in the chest. And now the game's starting to open up with opportunities going both ways. Shot missing wide. A lot of missed shot opportunities for the Fusion. Just haven't been able to hit the net or the goaltender. That pass tried to go through the skates of Landon Hannah and goes back. Coming up on the final minute here of the period. Isaac's on it. Shot off of the left shoulder of New, and now settled down by DeBicro, who works it across for Fell. Trying to get it up and get some support with Shore. Works it in front, behind the net now. Intercepted there by DeBicro. He takes a shot looking for a redirected front. Fell feeds it back in, and Burton will cover it up. 30 seconds to go. Ignore the scoreboard here in the arena. It is 1-0 Thunderbirds. Power play goal by Hannah from Crummert. A little early for the refs too as well. I don't believe they were ready for this early morning game. 8 seconds left. Shore with a shot, and that goes into the netting. And that will do it for the first period. So after one, Thunderbirds lead 1-0 over the Fusion. We're going to step aside for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching Grove City Hockey.
Frustrated and wasting time doing your own taxes? Getting confused by complex forms? Waste your time no longer. It's time for you to check out Bonus Accounting. Kenny and the team will help you with taxes, bookkeeping, and payroll services. Now that's an accounting hat trick. Leave it to the industry experts and check them out today. Use promo code Grove City Hockey for a sweet discount and also to receive exclusive GCH merch. Bonus Accounting, the firm of the future.
Everyone has their own unique pre-game preparation, and most of them are pretty different, but there's one thing in common, and that's Jack's Hockey Wax. Get this locally produced wax that isn't shipped from across seas, but made here right in the US. The best smelling, best feeling, and best performing hockey wax on the market. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, they sell tape too. Visit them at jackshockeywax.com to get your order today. If it isn't from Jack, put it back.
We are back for the second period between the Thunderbirds and the Fusion. 1-0 lead for the hometown Thunderbirds over the Buffalo Fusion. Crashing into the net, both players jousting for position. Works up top to Crummer. Back in for Fell. Fell walks in. He takes a shot. That missing wide. Think it hit a stick and got deflected. Trying to get it to Crummer on the backhand saucer feed. Off a post. The Bickero is protecting the puck. Now a just soft shot into the chest of Burton for a cover. Was able to get it to the front of the net and almost sneaked it by Burton. Not too many people in the stands at the moment. There was plenty of people for all the hometown games. We have a couple players subbing for the Iowa Leaf Ray, a couple people subbing for Healthy Scratch. Now work off the post. Good edge work there and a shot opportunity by Cam, who's going to retrieve it in the corner, gets it on his backhand, now forehand. Shot missing wide to Cam. He takes a shot and he scores. Cam's on off the rebound. That assist will go to Brian Bird. With the initial opportunity, it's 2-0 Grove City over Buffalo. Big day for Buffalo sports here as the Bills, or I shouldn't say they'll play a little bit later for obviously the NFL playoffs. Got a couple teams here. They have the Buffalo Herd, the Buffalo Fusion, and this Buffalo Fusion team. Shot on and just going into the corner. Feeds it in, shot. Again, just buzzing are the Zahn brothers. Shipley trying to chip it back down in and settled down by Plew. Only 2 subs for the Fusion here. Nice toe drag move by Plew with a shot on net for New, and it's in between his legs. He was trying to find it. Crowd starting to fill up now. We got some Shockwave players. Their game coming up after this one against Indy Inline. We made the long drive in, obviously, from Indianapolis. About 5.5 hours from where we're located in Grove City. Swatted down. McGowan was trying to chip it out of the zones on the far side boards, and that got swatted away and into the bench of the Fusion by Isaacs. So there will be a face-off at center. Hannah, who's normally been playing defense, has been moved up to forward for this game. Maybe a little bit of a strategic move. Walking in, gets it across to Roskowski with a swat, and holding on to it is Alex New. A 3-on-1 opportunity for the Fusion, and Alex just lays his body down support shown by his teammates, preventing that opportunity. Coming up on the 10-minute mark of the second period, Crummert reverses it for Hannah. Trying to work it around his man, couldn't. Feet in front, that shot hits a skate and gets off the top of the boards, now chipped out. Walters trying to skate it. He takes a long distance shot. I do believe Burton got the tip of his stick on there. And now counterattack for the Fusion. Plu poked away by Crummert into the corner on the near wall. Just past the reach of Hannah and be settled down for Mans. Intercepted by McGowan, trying to kick it out with his own skate. Couldn't. Now a shorthand opportunity and trying with the toe drag, but just too strong on the hand. Now Walter settling it down. Feeds it across, looking for Hannah, and he misses on that. McGowan chipped it back down low. Long stretch feed goes past the reach of Roskowski, and now Walters slaps it. Now a 2-on-3 opportunity, puck loose, and chipping into it was Bird, the captain. Puts it behind Burton, and it's now 3-0 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Just as a reminder to please like and subscribe if you enjoy watching MIHA and inline hockey action. Going to be bringing you the ECRHA next weekend. Now an opportunity for DeBicaro. Drops off for Chore, looking for a redirect by Fell on the back end. Will be in Mount Pleasant broadcasting the ECRHA. A lot of good teams, Division I teams like Lindenwood. Feed in front past a couple of sticks. Hits Bird in front. And now Shore's got it. He's got DeBicaro all the way on the back. Just missing it through the slot. Shore was on his backhand, looking to get it to DeBicaro. Now to Roskowski, poked away, and Fell trying to get it out. Shore now to DeBicaro. DeBicaro skates in on his backhand, and he shoots, he scores! Four to nothing, the Thunderbirds over the Fusion. Couple of touches here. Good work by Fell down low in the corner with Roskowski. Both of them showing each other respect in the face-off circle, saying they're just going hard and no intent there. Face-off one back. Now McGowan racing into his own zone. Has it on his forehand. Has two Fusion players forechecking. And Roskowski with a shot and a goal. Buffalo gets on the board, their first of the game. Turnover created by number 4, Charlie Roskowski. That'll be an unassisted goal. Being tipped off, and now Shipley pinching from his D spot is going to take it the other way. Long distance off of a skate, and now in the corner to be played there by Isaacs. He's going to skate around 6:30 remaining in the second period, 4-1. Saved by New. Gets cleared all the way back out now in the neutral zone. Putting it back in was Gracie. Shot into the netting. And that'll go out of play. Should have been off a Thunderbird stick, so the faceoff will stay in the defensive zone. Early morning contest fatigue has to be a little bit of an issue on this out-of-town trip for Buffalo. Jesse's on now, creates an opportunity for himself. He shoots, he scores! Off the face-off. Number 99, Cam Zahn with the goal. Face-off will come to center. The winner of this game will play later today in a rematch against Healthy Scratch. Shot on Alex, and he covers it up for a face-off. Or I should say it will be against Healthy Scratch later today. So Healthy Scratch, Pittsburgh Shockwave, and Grove City Thunderbirds were all in the bracket yesterday. They all had a three-way tie. It came down to goal differential. And because of an 8-0 victory, Healthy Scratch over Shockwave helped give them the #1 seed. Shockwave got #2 for a head-to-head over the Thunderbirds. Shockwave got their first victory of the season 6-4 yesterday because of that game. 2-on-2 opportunity. So the Thunderbirds was the 3 seed coming in essentially off the post. Slap shot by Walters, kept in by Crummer. Works it across. Trying to get it to Hannah. Hannah's going to work it back to Walters and back to Hannah. He takes a long distance shot, and that gets poked into the corner. Now kept in the zone. Hannah trying to feed it for Walters, and that goes off the back of his blade. Shot almost redeflected into the corner. Hannah settles it down for Walters. Now he's trying to settle the puck down. He shoots, he scores. 6-1 Thunderbirds over the Fusion. I do believe it's going to be a timeout for Buffalo. At 3:49, we'll step aside. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by Grove City Hockey. It may not be reproduced, retransmitted in any form without the expressed written consent of Grove City Hockey, LLC. We thank you for your understanding and hope to continue to enjoy this complimentary broadcast. To purchase footage, email grovecityhockeyllc@gmail.com.
It's holiday season, so make it an epic one. Epic Hockey has you covered in their countdown to Christmas sale. Running now until Christmas Day, they'll have a different item on sale for 24 hours. Go to epichockey.com to purchase. While you're at it, don't forget to follow them on social media to keep up on the daily deals. So far on their countdown, they've done gloves and apparel, so you don't want to miss out on anything else. Thanks again for Epic for sponsoring Grove City Hockey, and make sure to check them out at epichockey.com.
We are back for the resumption of this period and game. Buffalo is going to try and stop the bleeding with a timeout after the 6 goals scored there by Walters. 3:40 remaining in the second period. That last shot beating glove hand over Burton. DeBiccaro trying to get a backhand feed. A lot of it has been maybe a little bit of lackluster play in front of him for Burton by the Fusion, just struggling to get it out. This team's normally a very good powerhouse in the T3 division. Just 8 a.m. can always bite any good team in the leg. Good poke check. Now trying to get it through. Pinching up was Fell. Gets all the way back into the Thunderbird zone. Shipley settling it down by no zone net. Forced out by Miller. And now DeBiccaro is working across for Bird. Bird now, the defenseman coming up. Battling for it. Works it back to DeBiccaro, who skates it right into the slot. He shoots, and he scores. Anthony DeBiccaro with the second of the game, beating Burton blocker's side to make it 7-1. 2:40 remaining in the second period. Chipped up and trying to pressure, need some scoring here for the Fusion, and led to a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Thunderbirds. As off the draw, you had 3 players skating up. Isaacs now with a shot, trying to find it again off the right leg. New had to make a couple of big saves there. As the rebound came right in front and an excellent feed, McGowan chips that slot pass into the corner. Now looking for Isaacs on the back door, was flew in, couldn't connect. DeBicaro walks in. He takes a shot that hits the stick of Mans into the corner. On the far wall, skating it up. Now is Roskowski. Pressure there by McGowan. And going to be dumped back in for Plu on his forehand. In front, deflected by Crummert into his own netminder's stomach, essentially. Trying to keep it in was Isaacs on this near wall. Couldn't. Coming up on the final minute here of the second period. Changes being made by the Fusion. Cam with a nice little toe drag, works it to his brother. And Jesse's got it now, feeds it in, and it's going to be 8-1 Thunderbirds. So one more game in about 50, or one more goal in about 50 seconds will make it a possible mercy. Fusion looking to maybe just get one back here, playing for pride. There's still a whole period. 7 goals is a lot, but in inline hockey, it's not ridiculous. And then fed in, and a goal by Cam. A turnover by Plu in his own zone. And that will do it. So the Thunderbirds will move on 9-1. Ref maybe blew the horn a little bit early. Should have let the 30 seconds gone by, but they said that's enough. So we're going to step aside for a timeout. Coming up after the break, Indy Inline will take on the Pittsburgh Shockwave. We'll be right back after this quick commercial. Thank you for watching Grove City Hockey.
You know you've always thought about playing travel hockey. Have you ever heard of MIHA? Well, here's the time for you. We're taking registrations right now. So if you're interested, make sure you get your guys together, get a good team, and sign up today. It's never been easier. All you have to do is go online, go to MIHAHockey.com, and look at all of the incredible options that are on this new intuitive website. Visit standings, schedules, registration details, league information, history, and so much more. And if you ever have a question, it's so easy. Just go to the contact page and reach out to Carl, and he'll help you right along. Sign up quick because spots are running out. Visit us at MIHAHockey.com.
It's holiday season, so make it an epic one. Epic Hockey has you covered in their countdown to Christmas sale. Running now until Christmas Day, they'll have a different item on sale for 24 hours. Go to epichockey.com to purchase. While you're at it, don't forget to follow them on social media to keep up on the daily deals. So far on their countdown, they've done gloves and apparel, so you don't want to miss out on anything else. Thanks again for Epic for sponsoring Grove City Hockey, and make sure to check them out at epichockey.com.
You know you've always thought about playing travel hockey. Have you ever heard of MIHA? Well, here's the time for you. We're taking registrations right now. So if you're interested, make sure you get your guys together, get a good team, and sign up today. It's never been easier. All you have to do is go online, go to MIHAhockey.com, and look at all of the incredible options that are on this new intuitive website. Visit standings, schedule,
We are back for game number 2 between the Pittsburgh Shockwave and Indy Inline. First meeting this tournament. Indy Inline played in the other T3 bracket. We talked about the Shockwave, Healthy Scratch, and Thunderbirds. Indy played in the other brackets, which included the Detroit Desperados, and then obviously the Buffalo Fusion. So the winner of this game, if it's Indy, might see a familiar opponent with the Detroit Desperados. And then if not, if the Shockwave can win, they will go on and they'll play the Desperados for the first time. Desperados are a very good team. Shockwave playing some of their best hockey. Obviously, this is their second tournament. They went winless in that first tournament. Didn't have their full array of players. Now with some hometown cooking, they got a full bench and they looked better than ever last night. So working out, starting in that is Jesse Kowacic for the Shockwave. Had an excellent game yesterday against the Thunderbirds. Not so excellent against Healthy Scratch, but I think that was more of a team effort on that. Now in the other net for Indy Inline, couple of battle here in the boards. And shot missing wide of Kowacic. But on the other side here for Indy Inline, be Devin Goodman. And a goal early for Indy. I believe that was, well, it's number 69. I believe that might be one of their subs here. I don't have that one rostered here. Talked to those guys yesterday. Had a little bit of confusion on payments. Accidentally double paid here. Devin Goodman paid it out of his own pocket. And then had one of the players who's not here, the captain, Ryan Spar, who paid, I should say. So very familiar with this Indy team. Obviously, they've played the Thunderbirds 3 times here, and it's been good back and forth action. Lining up in the dot is Drew Johnson. Flannery looking on the boards, trying to get it across. And now settling it down is Burton in the defensive zone, works it across the labs. Now he's going to walk the blue line. Good forecheck, light pressure. Comes to Flannery, trying to poke it free. And just getting it out eventually. At least out harm's way. Now Burton chips in. A couple of unfamiliar players here for the Shockwave. Their roster a little funky, so we're trying to keep up with everybody here. For redirect in front in the corner. We know Greg's on the bench. Greg Zechner works around one. Off the post. That just floating in the air. And now Dobrzanicki carrying it through. Tries to get around a couple players. A good play there as they pinched him off. And now the opposite direction. Another post. That's 2 consecutive posts here for the Shockwave. Just missing. I don't think either team was really ready to play after that first game. I think it came to a shock as all that it would end that quickly. And now Kowacic is going to cover it up. Had a man in front down low with the redirect. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first period. 1-0 Indy. Indy working from left to right will be in the red, and working from right to left, the Shockwave in the white and purple trim. Indy in their own zone, kind of slow to break it out. Now working the opposite direction. Zechner now, that was swatted down by McNair. McNair and Zechner, two of the home stays for the Shockwave team. Shot on to Kowacic and right into his legs for a cover. A little discussion here with the referee, talking about maybe some changes. Unsure what that conversation is. That's referee Luke Vogel. This is the first time we see him in the MIHA stripes and sweaters. Had a good conversation with him yesterday. Pretty good guy. He's a friend of Tom Ward and Alan Chapman, so appreciate him helping out this weekend. The other ref here is Kyle Sipperly. He's wiping up that wet puddle, so something to keep in mind for the rest of the day. So the AC duct and heater kind of connected here. They just put this in here at the YMCA about a month or so ago, just because the cold and the heat, kind of the weird weather that we're experiencing, it expands the ceiling and has created some wet spots that kind of sink through the top of the ceiling here. And it's usually right in front of that bench. So we had to take a quick timeout while the referee Sipperly was kind of wiping up some spots. So, and it's talking to the referees yesterday. It wasn't like it was a constant one. It happens every so often. And what a nice move by number 63, Burton, with the goal. Toe drag, does it himself. And Indy Inline is now up 2-0 over the Shockwave. Believe that assist was from number 69, Austin Rollins. Just getting some word here from my producer on that player. Oh, they had him listed as a 0 here on the roster, so that makes sense. So we got that correction now. Austin Rollins, number 69 for Indy Inline, contributing there. Now an opportunity to go in the other direction. And that goes in. Indy extend their lead. A shot beating Kowacic on the glove side. Face off won by Johnson all the way back. 6:30 remaining here in the first period. Dropped off and working it back over, and a left toe seg and trying to get it in, and he does. That's Labs coming from his defensive position, who puts the rebound in to make it 4-0 Indy over Shockwave. The early morning Blues catching a couple teams off guard here that normally play up to a little bit of a higher standard, at least. And it's only one period here, but Shockwave kind of in a hole to start off the game. Last goal by number 32, Labs, who has the puck now, works it over for Johnson. Number 72 on his backhand, on the back of the neck, and to be played there by Cadillac. Some more puck possession for Indy now, working at cross-ranked feed, goes down low to Dobrzanecki. Good work on the near boards. Battle for it, comes back to Cadillac. He's going to work it across to Flannery, trying to get it out of the zone. He finally connects, and now going the opposite direction.